Hey goddess, so what's wonderful about working with essential oils and scents for the root chakra is because each chakra governs a particular sense, whether hearing or sight, and the root chakra specifically is the sense of smell. So scents are a very powerful way to work with Muladhara, with the root chakra. Hey, namaste goddess. I'm so glad you're here. And I just want to say I am so excited and thank you. I have hit 6,000 subscribers. It feels like it was just like a year ago. I was stuck at like 700. So I'm just very grateful for those of you who are subscribers and supporters of the channel. Today I'll be sharing with you 5 essential oils that are supportive of healing and activating the root chakra. This is part of my series of 20 ways to heal and unblock and activate the root chakra. The link is below the video and I'll also put it at the end. Just know that the best way is to just smell the essential oil. I would go into your local health food store and smell them yourself. And when you find like you take a deep breath and you're like there's just, it's like, oh, that is wonderful. That's the scent for you. The first essential oil and scent that I would recommend is vetiver. So vetiver is known in India and Sri Lanka as the oil of tranquility. It is a grass and the essential oil is made from the root and the rootlets of the plant. Vetiver is very like a base note, it would be called. It's a very deep, rich essential oil that is wonderful for the root chakra. It is a nervous system sedative and it's a wonderful sort of earthy, woody scent but with a sweetness to it. It blends well with, and I made up a list for you. These are some essential oils that it would blend well with. Sandalwood, rose, patchouli, lavender. So vetiver also blends well with ylang ylang and jasmine. These are all kind of sweet scents, so really wonderful for the feminine system. And again, an oil of tranquility. The root chakra, if you remember, is very much about, when it's strong, we feel very stable, very balanced, almost unshakable, like an oak tree, a tree that has just real strong, deep roots. If you'd like to know more about the root chakra, at the end I'll put a link to all the videos that I have. I have a series on every chakra that's there for you, but I'm just going to go through the oils in this one. So vetiver, check it out. And also at the end I have an offer for you. Well, you got to stick around and you'll see, but it's a free gift for you at the end of the video I will share. Also know that vetiver, the scent and even the color can vary quite a bit depending on the source. So in this particular essential oil, there's a lot of variety. Okay, and now we're up to sandalwood. Sandalwood is one of the oldest known perfume and scent in use by humanity. So it's been in continuous use for about 4,000 years. I didn't know this, but in doing my research, that a tree typically needs to be over 30 years old before they can use it to get good quality essential oil. And they do use the roots and the heartwood. The heartwood is like the central part of the tree. I do think, you guys, that this might be becoming endangered, so just be aware, do some more research on that and get from a reputable high quality company. Sandalwood has antidepressant qualities, sedative qualities. Like, I find it very, very calming. It helps to put me to sleep. And at the same time, what's so powerful about essential oils is it also has like a tonic effect. So it builds up the whole body, but not in the way like coffee, which kind of makes you jittery. It may give you energy, but it's not really tonic. Sandalwood essential oil, the natural scent, has a tonic effect while also being a sedative, relaxing, helping you to begin to fall asleep, to release muscular tension, and so on. So yes, sandalwood blends well with, if you're making your own blend, with rose, and I have done that, and that is amazing. Rose and sandalwood together are like just really, really heavenly. I actually want to make a blend like that again. Jasmine, it blends well with as well, with bergamot, and as well with patchouli and vetiver, with oak moss. There's a lot you can do with sandalwood. Sandalwood, in the same way that lavender is a basic, I feel like sandalwood is something you would want to have in your essential oil, treasure trove.
Go ahead and click the link below to get my essential oil tip sheet.
So goddess, we're up to myrrh. Myrrh, it's wonderful for the root chakra. It's definitely an essential oil scent that would support the root chakra. I don't particularly like myrrh. I find it a little like too heavy. So it's a sedative, has sedative effect. It's revitalizing. And yeah, it would be described as, I find it just too like medicinal. So it's like a warm, sweet smell, but with a definite medicinal undertone. It blends well with frankincense, of course, right? Myrrh, frankincense. It blends well with sandalwood, with patchouli. Unlike some of the others I've mentioned, it can work well with the mints, like peppermint or spearmint, and with pine type essential oils. So it can kind of go in that direction. And realize you are going to dilute them down and you're going to mix them. So something that may smell very strong in the bottle may be wonderful when you blend, 2 drops of it in with something else, okay? I doubt you're gonna wanna just use myrrh by itself. And the final recommendation is cedar wood. Now, there are very many types of cedar wood. I know that in doing my research and using it myself, I have used probably an American source cedar wood, because you've got Texas cedar wood, you've got Virginia cedar wood, okay? And those they're fairly inexpensive, and I love the scent. It's like, it's that same cedar that you actually can buy the real cheap version of that helps like keep moths and bugs away. And that was one of, that's what our ancestors, one of the uses of it. What I'm recommending is the Atlas cedar wood, and that is related to the cedars of Lebanon, the historic cedars that they used to use in buildings, and that has such history behind it. So it was prized as a building wood, and because its odor repelled ants and moths and other harmful insects. So you can imagine, historically, right, we weren't spraying chemicals to keep bugs away. So the Lebanon cedar was just very renowned for that. So if you're buying a cedar wood and you want to see if it's the more if it's the Atlas cedar wood, you have to really sort of see where it's sourced. The Atlas cedar wood is also related to the Himalayan cedar wood. Those two are related, and like Tibetans still use it as their temple incense and so on. They use it in their temples. So it just has a long history. All of the cedars are calming and good for nervous tension. So it's a whole family of cedars, and some are related and some are not, even though they have the same name. So that's what I'm saying. It can be a little confusing. But again, try a cedar wood. If it's a higher price point, it probably is one of the imported ones versus one of the ones that are grown and sourced in America, which would be like the Texas cedar wood or the Virginia cedar wood. But it is worldwide, and so just try it out. See if you like it. Like I said, I love cedar wood as well. I find it very, very grounding, very calming. The ancient Egyptians used the oil from cedar wood for embalming, for perfumes, for many, many purposes. And goddess, I want to recommend a book. I'll put the link below. It is called the Illustrated Encyclopedia of Essential Oils, and it's the complete guide. You see that cover? Hopefully the cover hasn't changed. I'll put a link to Amazon. So the Illustrated Encyclopedia of Essential Oils, the complete guide to the use of oils in aromatherapy and herbalism. And I want to say this was given to me. It was given to me by a woman who was my business mentor years ago, who actually is like a professional nose. She helps to create perfumes and scents. Okay, and like that's actually a very sort of unusual and rare job. You don't just you have to have a real knack for it, and also like a physical aptitude. It's like being a basketball player. Like you have to have some natural gifts. And so this woman was a professional nose, and I think this was a gift from her years ago, and so I still have this book. So this is highly recommended. And I just want to say that lavender, I think, is an oil you really just should have, because it sort of softens and blends all scents together. So lavender is really, really one you want to have in your arsenal of essential oils.
Goddess, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and click the link below to get my essential oil tip sheet. It will have 3 easy recipes to make a wonderful blend for stability, for calm, for helping with stress and helping you to sleep. So it'll have 3 options that you can try, you can experiment with, and you will become a member of my tribe